Fans may hate the Patriots, but they're certainly betting on them to win. 62% of the money in Vegas is on the Pats, who are a 3-point favorite over the Falcons. Nick, we were talking about this earlier. You said that the line on this game, you think it's wrong.
Yeah, I think I think it should be Falcons by 3.5.
Why?
I think because they have better players. They were a better team this year. Their entire body of work this season is more impressive than what New England's done. They're going to finish this year as one of the 3 highest scoring teams in the history of the sport. They've got better players across the board on offense than New England does. There is one reason and one reason alone that the Patriots are favored in this game. Because the greatest football player ever, Tom Brady, is on their team. That's it.
You think that's the only reason that they're favored?
Yeah, because when you look at what Atlanta's done, when you look at the competition Atlanta's beaten, the quarterbacks Atlanta's beaten, the fact that they've scored 30-plus points in, I think, 6 straight games. They've scored a touchdown on their opening drive in 8 straight games. No one would be thinking the Pats match up well with them, except for the fact that they're the damn Pats.
Well, and
they got Tom Brady.
Yeah. So it's not just Tom Brady. They have the experience. If during the regular season, home field can get you a 3-point swing either way,
right,
then I think that the fact that this would essentially be a home game for the Pats, in that they've been to the Super Bowl before, this team, multiple times. I mean, it's not just Tom Brady.
Yeah, when I look at the actual talent on the roster, I think it's more about, God, we really trust the quarterback over the experience. Greg can speak to this better. Does the experience of having played in the game, does that matter that much? Going into the Super Bowl, it was your first game ever in the Super Bowl. Did it feel that different than any other games you were playing?
No, we didn't think it made a difference because it was our first time. It was my first time. So no, I didn't think it made any difference. But to that point, when your reputation precedes you, like the New England Patriots reputation, that plays a role into any game. I don't care who you are. When you walk into Foxborough, you're trying to block out all of what you've heard. So it's almost like you're competing not only against the team, but against history, against what everyone else has failed to do, which is knock this team off the mountaintop. So experience does play a role, but does it matter to those who have it? Yes. Does it matter to those who don't? Absolutely not.
But when you walk into Foxborough and you're playing against the whole history, do the Patriots, is there a possibility that they're they're not under-prepared because Belichick, right, but are they thinking it's easier and then they don't try as hard? Is there a benefit almost to being the underdog, or is that all just stuff we make up in the media?
They're quite, honestly, in my lifetime, there's been 2 organizations that I can speak to that has been prepared going in knowing that they have the bullseye on their back. That's the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bulls. When Jordan was with the Bulls and Pippen and Robin and all those teams, they didn't care. They had enough in them to be ready every single week, day in, day out, every week, every opponent. When you walk into Foxborough, I don't care how much they're favored to win by, they're going to win by that margin. They are the most consistent team. They don't play down to the level of the competition, and I think that's the struggle with a lot of teams across sports. They can't sustain that high level of play when they are on top.
You were comparing it to basketball earlier too, and I feel like it's the wrong way to look at it because there's so many more people on a football team, and you need all of them on both. Tom Brady's not on the field the whole game. I don't know if you know how football works. He goes off it's called the defense.
Right, but
yeah.
Thank you, appreciate the clarification.
I just want a woman's plane on national sports. It feels good. It's about time. Next, I'm going to sexually objectify you.
I've been waiting for that all week.
Yeah.
All right, so you're right that typically, in the NBA, it is who's the best player on the court. Which team has LeBron, they're probably going to win the title.
Right.
Football's typically not like that, except if one of the guys, Tom Brady. I want to say this again. The guy's going to finish his career as the greatest football player ever. I mean, they've been playing this game for 97 years. He was, when he won the Super Bowl, the youngest quarterback to ever do it. If he wins Sunday, he'll be the second oldest to ever do it. He is a few years away from having the possibility of playing with someone who wasn't born when he won his first Super Bowl, and he damn near is going to win. He's going to probably finish 3rd in the MVP this year. I think you got to throw out the regular rules about it's the ultimate team game when you have this transcendent guy. Now, it's not enough for me to pick the Patriots, But I think the only reason that this is going to be a compelling matchup is because of number 12, because of that one player.
Okay, so if it's not enough for you to pick the Patriots, who you got?
Falcons. I just don't think the Patriots can slow them down enough. I think Brady will score, but I think the Falcons score 34, 35 points. I don't think the Patriots can keep up with it.
Yeah,
I agree. I think you picked the Falcons because, I mean, obviously I'm a fan, but outside of being a fan, I mean, they're 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games. And if you watch every movie ever, the good guys always win. Sorry. I don't care how many times you watch Star Wars.
Normally pump the crowd noise into the stadium.
I can't hear it. There's a lot of noise going on back here. But here's the thing. Betting on the Patriots to me is just like an easy bet. It's like betting on every number on roulette. It's like, I mean, you're going to win, but that's annoying.
Okay.
Who wants to?
Who you got?
I got the Falcons too.
What the?
Yeah!
I do. Because I feel I was in that position. When we went to the Super Bowl, all we heard was Pittsburgh Steelers, Dynasty, Ben Roethlisberger, Hines Ward, all this. We couldn't care less because they weren't the only team playing. We had played them before. We had beaten them before. It was a football game. Everyone talks about experience and lack of experience. But if any one of you in this studio audience had an opportunity to compete in whatever it is you do against someone who's done it forever, would that change the way you approach the opportunity? You would think that you would have more fire underneath you just to knock them off. That's what the Falcons are experiencing right now. They're tired of Katie saying that they're going to lose. They're tired of everyone else talking about Tom and all their other amenities that they have.
Thank you. It's so sweet for sharing your answer. My pick is the Patriots. And not just because I love them. There's a real reason. Listen, the Falcons are amazing. Their offense is explosive, incredible. They've been putting up, like you said, over 30 points in a ton of games. But when they don't, they're 1-5. So if the Patriots can keep them under 30 points, the Patriots could win the game. They need to force turnovers, which is going to be really, really difficult to do. Patriots have number 1 scoring defense. I think if they can force a very rare turnover, I think it's going to be like we got to keep them under 30. I think they're going to win. That's how I feel. Those are just the facts. I'm Katie Nolan, and those are just the facts.